Hey guys, Bobby here with the final video in my How to Edit Wedding Films series, this time talking all about the best delivery methods for your wedding films. If you haven't caught the first 7 videos in this series, I'd encourage you to check them out, as I'm giving you all my little tips from 13 years in the industry, going over a complete wedding video edit from importing and organizing footage to storytelling, color grading, audio, and more. And while I always appreciate you guys subscribing, if you want to be the first to know about new tutorials on this channel, you can sign up to get an email alert at the link in the description. So this video ties in really well with the last video that I released on this channel, which was a long chat with Bunn of How to Film Weddings. I briefly mentioned in that video that he actually had an impact on how we currently deliver films, specifically on the YouTube side, which we have seen measurable results from and we encourage everybody to be using. And I know everyone has a different process, so I want to hear in the comments below what you are using currently to deliver your films. When we really got down to thinking about it though, in the most basic way, your work should be targeting your desired demographic, which are potential brides either in the near future or beyond. The reality is that while there are advantages to some delivery methods over YouTube, there simply is not another platform that has the amount of user base and SEO power. If a bride is searching for a wedding film or even just a venue or other vendors, there will often be a video in that search result on Google and obviously on YouTube, and that result will be a YouTube video. So our process is always evolving with different offerings, but we have been using this method for a while now, and I've really liked what it's offered to us and our couples. Our main delivery to the client utilizes 2 platforms, Vimeo and YouTube. Vimeo as an easy to share link that allows downloads in a variety of formats for both short and long form films, and YouTube as the promotional link that we want to be shared by the client. In Vimeo, we first make sure that each video has a thumbnail we like, and that the video downloads option is enabled. We also keep our long form edits private. Then we create a showcase with those films in it, password protect it, and make sure the downloads are enabled here as well. You can get a bit more in depth with the customizing, but we keep it pretty standard. This is ultimately what the site looks like for the client, and as you can see, all the films are downloadable right from this link. Next, onto YouTube, where we again make sure we have a good thumbnail, a title that is inclusive of the venue, a description that gives a brief description of the wedding, trying to hit some specific keywords. Think of that like a mini blog post, and then tags, which are typically long tail and location specific. And for now, we're going to keep it unlisted. Then I like to be able to track when a client has clicked on the links and just general analytics. So I'm going to take the YouTube link and the Vimeo link into bit.ly, and I'm going to make a custom trackable URL for each site. Then comes the email that we send out to our couples, and it varies with each person, but it's very clear what the intended use of each link is, and it also specifically asks for them to share the YouTube link, mentioning that we will share it as well, but want to give them the chance to share it first. We've played around with having our couples share a video directly to Facebook versus the YouTube link, and for us, the YouTube link has had more impact. As mentioned, the SEO capabilities of YouTube are impossible to overlook, and we can still share the film on Facebook directly down the road, tagging the couple, which performs pretty well. When the client shares the YouTube link and you start to see the views rolling in, after a day or 2, we're going to change that to a public video where it will begin to rank for the tags and the keyword searches, both on YouTube and through Google. In our email, you'll also see that we give directions for how to best share the film on Instagram utilizing IGTV. And to find out more about that, you can check out my video on how to best leverage Instagram and IGTV as a wedding filmmaker. Of course, from there, we will eventually share the film ourselves on Facebook and other platforms, but that pretty much covers the delivery to the client. Now, there are definitely other options instead of Vimeo, such as Mediazilla, Webflow, and EasyFlix, all of which bring a lot of options to the table and definitely an easy to use and beautiful looking delivery method. For most of these, the pricing just doesn't make sense, as we've had no issues with Vimeo and the price is very reasonable, but Webflow specifically seems to compare well price-wise, so it is definitely an option that we might switch to. There's also the option to deliver films on a USB drive or similar, but we prefer to keep things digital for ease of use, archival purposes, and in some areas, providing a physical product requires you to collect sales tax on the entire collection that was sold. Lastly, there are things like Google Drive and Dropbox, and I do use those for archival purposes, but find they can be confusing for clients at times, and they're not as presentable as other options. So there it is, our entire delivery process, what we use and why. I hope this was helpful for you guys. And again, I would love to hear in the comments down below what you are using to deliver your films. I'm super excited to be wrapping up my How to Edit Wedding Films series with this film and have a lot of awesome things in the works coming up. So please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.